All right, cuties, if you can hear me, can you please put a 1 in the chat? YouTube is tripping. I can't see normally how they show. I have 0 viewers, but I see Linda Gamble's comments. So I see that you guys can see me. But on StreamYard, it's showing 0. This is weird. Give me 1 second. Let me check something. Let's make sure this is on public. Let me just put something at the end just to update this. Hold on, guys. Come on in. Hit the like button for me. Happy Thursday. This is weird. It's looking like a members only live, but it's not. Anyway, we here. We are here. I'll open up another one on my phone. And welcome. Happy Thursday again. I am going to say hello to you guys, and then we're going to get started. We're going to get started on some hot topics as well as, I got a couple, I got a breaking news story that we'll start with actually, but give me 1 second. Let me go here. I probably, and I'll do it after. Yeah, because this not right. This not right. Okay, I still see 0, but I see 73 on one of my phones, child. On another, I see 13. I don't know what's going on. If you are not subscribed, or if you think you are subscribed, double check. I don't know what's going on with these social media platforms, but yeah, they tripping, okay? I am going to start off with an important PSA. I was shocked. I was shocked. Well, let me start off saying hello. Let's do that. Slow it down. Slow it down. All right. Oh, I don't like that I can't see. Let me try something else. What the hell? Oh, what the helly? All right, I'm just gonna have to keep looking at my phone, child. But before I get to the breaking news story, I do want to share this screen with you guys. If you have not if you have not seen my community wall, make sure to go check it out. It is going around all over social media. And when I checked it, I saw where a couple of you guys that follow me or I follow you on Instagram, I saw where you guys were. All right, my StreamYard is locked, guys. What the hell? Give me 1 second. What's going on? All right, let me mute. Let me open up another StreamYard window, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna remove myself. So bear with me. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And okay, it appears what's going on? You guys, this is so weird. Hold on. Child, it's not showing my avatar or anything. Oh, okay. All right. Let me share this screen real quick. Then I'm gonna say some hellos, and then we're going to get started. But I shared on my community wall. If you guys did not see this, make sure to go over there. I will after this live. It depends on the phone that you have. You know, iPhone represent. That's what I have. But Instagram is now sharing your location. So on the screen here, this is actually, I believe, people that I follow. You can't see the pictures, I don't think. And this was before I cut that off, but they are sharing your location on a map on Instagram. How crazy is that? You know, if folks like myself, and I do, child, have a couple, you know, stalkers, then what? They could just, but I wouldn't be following them on Instagram. It's a bad addition to that platform, period. But take a look. I did show at the bottom here. You go into your settings on Instagrams, then you scroll down to, child. Then you scroll down to story, live, and location. That location sharing, make sure that it's off. Make sure it's off. And then also you can go on your cell phone and in your settings on your cell phone and make sure it's off. You may want to also do that on Facebook as well, or any locations, any apps that you have that could possibly be using your location. I can admit that I had my location set for when I'm using the app, but I turned that off as well. So be safe, be safe. Instagram, that's some BS. Okay. That's some BS. So just want to share that. Real quick, shout out to the cutie moms. Linda Gamble, the legend of the moms, is here. My sis Pink Diva, also known as Pink Table Topics. Side Eye is here. Hey, Side Eye. How are you, sis? Love that I see you in the chat. Join us tonight. Join us tonight. Cutie Crew members only. Any more mods in the building? I spoke with Aunt Debbie earlier. Okay. I'm scrolling and scrolling. Hey, Brittany Janae. Yes, Lisa Love. Too damn much. You hear me? That's crazy. Yes, Linda. Turn it off on everything. Okay. But I cannot. We're already at 10 minutes. Continue to yap. But we're gonna get into this breaking news story first. Child, look, he was just elected vice mayor of Stockton, California this past January. And I be damned if Hollywood Unlocks own Jason Lee is under investigation for allegedly using city funds for a wild and out show. Everything is alleged. Shout out to the Hollywood group chat over on Instagram. I don't know nothing, okay? But I am reporting the news. I will put my copyright disclaimer up. But you guys take a listen to the news story. Now, over in the comments, it was saying that old Jason Lee, I don't know, got a history of this type of behavior. This person said, so who's surprised by this? He's been a scammer since before he was known, and he lived in Stockton. Take a listen. Let me know if you've heard anything previously when it comes to Jason Lee. Red Ann. Yes, he's the vice mayor genealogy. He was elected in January of this year. And I want to know you all's thoughts. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Shout out again to the Hollywood group chat. This is allowed under the Copyright Act of 1976.
News late today, the interim city manager in Stockton announced an investigation. It's all about the use of $50,000 in the city's risk mitigation fund. The money was used in connection to a recent Wild and Out event, allegedly without the city manager's approval or knowledge. The city is now investigating exactly how that money was authorized and who was involved. So stay with ABC 10 for updates. News.
Unbelievable. If this is true, this is not a good look. I'm going to update my thumbnail once we're done. This is not a good look, Jason, if this is true. And they said that those funds were allotted for a risk mitigation fund, not a wild and out appearance. Okay. But the caption says Jason Lee, who got elected vice mayor of Stockton in the last cycle, is being accused of misuse of city cash. Apparently, the city manager found $50K they didn't sign off on from that risk mitigation fund, and it was used to allegedly bankroll a wild and out show he was being featured in. Jason said it was all part of his plan to entice, to entice future events to be brought in, but the city said, let's find out. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Brittany Janae says it's a shame and it's a scandal. It's a scandal, all right. Now, I haven't checked Hollywood Unlocks Instagram page to see if they covering this story of themselves. But yeah, this is not good. Side-eye, you can't stand them. Look, he pulled a stunt earlier this week with Tiffany Haddish. They are really, really good friends. At one point, I guess back in the past, the two of them discussed that if they ever wanted to have a child, they were going to do it together. So Jason posted a picture of this baby, and he and Tiffany was looking at the baby, and he said the cat is now out the bag. I have a screenshot, but I didn't email it, so we're not going to worry about it. But anyway, come to find out that the baby looked like he was about one or so, was just a guest at one of these events that they were at, and people was calling him out on that. So I'll keep my eye out on it. Linda Gamble says shameful and disgraceful. Yes, Lisa Love. Jason Lee. He has a YouTube page. He's been on a couple reality shows. I think he was on Love and Hip Hop, if I'm not mistaken. And he has a really large Instagram platform. Red Ann say he will be made an example of. He would do anything for views. I don't know if he want these views, side-eye. Damn, 6 months into the job and allegedly, you're already allegedly using money that you shouldn't be. It's crazy. Simone said JL is disgusting. I'm not surprised that he's being accused of this. Well, like I said, guys, I will absolutely keep you guys posted on this. I felt like it was cray cray. And again, we're talking about the timeline. You know what I mean? But hey, Mama V, let's go ahead and get into this next story real quick. And then, yeah, we're going to talk about this on reality TV cast mate that landed themselves in some hot water. But I want to follow up with you guys real quickly on the whole Jackie Christie, Chantel Christie story. And you guys should know that Ming Lee, I'm going to show you guys a connection with Ming Lee in a minute. It's really a cutie crew topic, but we going to watch it. But Ming Lee came out on her YouTube channel talking about this whole situation with Jackie and Chantel. And the reason why I believe that she really came out to speak out about this is because when she's a current cast member of Basketball Wives, but when she saw the episode along with everyone else, us, she felt manipulated. And she made a post to Jackie Christie and she apologized. And because of that, Evelyn Lozada, Chantel, Brittany, they unfollowed her. I guess they didn't like that she came out and did exactly what she should have done, which was apologize. So take a listen to what she had to say. I hope it's in this clip, but if it isn't, I'll tell you guys something else that I felt like, wow, that lets me know that Doug is riding with his wife. But take a look, shout out to the Jasmine brand, at what Ming Lee, I wonder if Ming Lee is really her name. I doubt it. But take a look at what she had to say. Let me unmute it. Welcome in. Hit the like button for me.
One, I want to say I do stand on my apology to Jackie. I feel like
it's not talking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
I owe Jackie an apology for one, not staying out of people's business, like family business. I should have just listened and said nothing, because my problem with Chantel is that you lied. Like, you came down to that room after the altercation and you manipulated me. I don't know if Evelyn and Brandy felt manipulated, but watching it back on TV, I felt like I was manipulated. And I felt like I have spoken to you after the incident. I reached out, like you said, in your Carlos King interview. I've texted you and checked on you, and at no point did you say, hey, remember when I said that but one, I want to say I do stand on my apology.
Let's
Jackie.
get to the
I
other.
feel like
to sit down.
Okay, they cut her off, and that's cool. But anyway, kudos to Ming Lee. I think it's commendable for her, number one, to come out and apologize to Jackie. She went on to say, because I watched her full YouTube video, that she shouldn't have ever been involved in family business anyway. But what struck me, I don't want to say as odd, but it just let me know that Chantel is not as innocent as she's been trying to portray herself as. Ming Lee also said that Doug Christie, Jackie's husband, said that he will need to see the video before he even believed Chantel. So, yeah, I'm not saying that he's just riding with his wife, because that is his daughter, but he wasn't buying it. He wasn't buying it. And yeah, no, I didn't go over there and look at Ming Lee's video to sit down with Carlos.
I'm talking to you that I'm standing on business.
Carlos Kang. But Simone sent me something that I'm going to watch before members only tonight. And again, I just want to show that because kudos to Ming Lee. There's nothing wrong with, I made a mistake. And I'm going to publicly apologize. She did the right thing. Doesn't it say a lot, Simone? Doesn't it say a lot? So I said that there will be a connection to this next story that I'm going to show you guys and the connection. Hey, Hirsch, how are you? The connection is Rick Ross. Now, must be the money because Ming Lee dated Rick Ross at one point. And I just want to show you guys this video of someone else that just recently dated Rick Ross. His ex, Justice Williams, was caught breaking into her baby daddy's home. And this is crazy. But what's crazier to me is what she had to say after this hit the public. Now, she didn't come out and say anything publicly beforehand. But baby, she started talking about her character and all of that. How's Rick Ross getting these women? It's the money, okay? Rick Ross, if no one else tell you, I'm going to tell you, sir. Period. But let's go ahead. Look at Bondi over there saying, this is not my character. Oh, Queen Sheba over there saying, send her Urs to jail. She ain't say Urs, but I did. Let's go ahead and take a look. Child, it ain't never this serious. And she in a G-Wagon. Girl, you crazy.
Nothing beats it. Well, you can save £50.
Child, she broke the gate down. Let's continue.
Per person.
All right, this is her climbing the gate. Just take a look at the damage that you guys are about to see.
Big things got two sides.
Yeah, I gotta mute that. I gotta mute it, but continue. Child, she jumped over that gate again. Look at this man's home. Can you guys see this? Let me do this way. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Look at the destruction. Wow. That's ridiculous. Now, look, she crazy as hell to me, but she's trying to, that was an audio.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
No, I'm just telling you. Like, it's crazy.
I know you weren't going to be at the table. I don't know what.
Shoot, I want you guys to hear that audio again. So let's just continue to look real quick. And then when I get to that point, I'll make sure to unmute it.
Nothing.
I'm sick of that damn Jet 2 holiday. Where it come from and take it back. Oh, I'm sick of looking at posts with that. But take a look again, and then I'm going to play the audio. The baby daddy recorded her. And then we'll look at what she had to say, child.
Old niggas don't do coke out. Like old niggas.
All right, hold on. It's coming. I mean, she tore up every damn thing. I agree with Queen Sheba's comment over there. She needs to be locked up, period. Take a listen.
Can't nobody hold me back when I'm fighting. Nobody can hold me back while I'm fighting.
Listen, when you're fighting, I was not touching you. When you're after something.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm just telling you. Like, it's crazy.
I know you weren't going to be at the table. I don't know what.
Listen.
So he got on audio that he didn't do a damn thing to her. He didn't put them paws on or nothing. But take a look at what she has to say now, guys. Judge, lock her arse up. Oh, there's more audio. Hold on. She broke windows and everything. Look. Look. Wow. Okay. Here come the excuses. I want you guys to put in the chat as you're listening. Put a 1 if you believe her. Put a 2 if you agree with me. Take your Earth and Linda Gamble straight to jail. Okay? You crazy.
This is not my character.
Girl, back.
This is not my character, but I'm going to let it flow because I know that God is restoring my heart. God is restoring my world. He is showing me that if I release.
I'm just wondering how come he didn't show you before you went over there and tore up that man's shit. Let's continue. Hey, Sharon.
That he will renew. And this is why I am here. This is why I'm doing this. And this is why I'm giving awareness. I know what season I'm in my life.
You in the crash out season. I'm going to let you know.
I know where I'm going. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly who I am. I know my purpose in this world. I am following my path. I am living in my truth. I am exactly who I think that I am.
You crazy. That's who you should be thinking you are. Side eye, hey Erica. Side eye say, oh, she crazy. I'm gonna play a little bit more and we're gonna keep it moving.
So right now, in this very present moment, y'all couldn't even fathom, y'all couldn't even understand the things that I have went through behind closed doors. I am not saying that I am perfect. I am not saying that I have not.
Y'all be careful for the likes of these type of people. Let's continue.
Done things. But when I tell y'all, this is not my character. Justice does not speak.
Justice may not speak, but justice tears some shit up. Do you hear me? A girl bye.
People in my personal life, people who are in my day-to-day, in my world, knows justice doesn't speak. So for me to get up here and do this is a lot for me.
I don't know if I could take any more. I think we good. She said this is a lot for her. It's not enough. It's not enough because you should be locked up. That man's house was completely trashed from the gate outside. You didn't care about damage to your car or anything. Look at her eyes. Her eyes is a window, in my opinion, to her soul. It's void of anything. You know what I mean? And with her talking about what she went through and we would have no idea, you didn't say that. You never came out here and said anything. And I feel like the only reason why she came out is because that video. Now she talking about she went to therapy and all that. Let me cut this shit off. The only reason why she came out was that video of that was released. That's the only reason. And look, a lot of people when they come out, it's God. God told me to move in this direction. God told me that was the right thing to do as far as tear up my baby. That girl, don't blame this. Somebody put it in the chat, and I think it was Lisa Love and Linda Gamble. What does Jesus got to do with this? Nothing. So I don't know. With her saying what she went through behind the scenes, Rick Ross big ass better hope that she don't come out with something on him pretty soon. Somebody said that Rick Ross hung with Diddy, and we know how he get down, and he was allegedly mentioned in the Diddy case. I think he was the one that they was saying not his government name but calling him Bear. So the girl, Jane Doe had a tie to him as well. And yeah, I think they always down with a lot of this stuff. So I think that in our future, we may hear her come out with some claims against Rick Ross. My sister said, child, there's nothing that will make me crash out over a Negro. He would never see me like this. Deal with your ish behind the scenes and stop letting these fools see you break behind them. I couldn't have said it better, sis. Even if behind closed doors you are a mess, even if behind closed doors you crying and you can't eat, and when he see me, best believe you won't see that. Period. I totally agree with it. And yeah, I don't want to hear what she got to say as far as I'm in therapy. And she says, shout out to Miss Nadine. I love you so much. Thank you for working with me. Girl, bye. The prison system need to work with you. Them guards, them correctional officers need to work with you for a while. So with her being able to make that video, the baby daddy probably didn't press charges. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll let you guys know. Cutie Crew, we'll talk a little bit more about it. I got to move on because I'm a touch and go on this, and then we're gonna touch on this next one, which is about that OWN reality cast member. OWN Network, y'all ass may be getting another lawsuit, boycott, I don't know. Can you guys see this? Because I can't see it too well on my screen. But Mr. Man Child, Mr. Diddy is still praying and begging for a chance to get on out. And I don't know if you guys know, but the Orange Man did come out and say that he feels like Diddy is half innocent. But initially he said no. He would not even consider a pardon for Diddy because Diddy spoke against him. And I have what Diddy said that's making Chump pump his brakes. So let's go to this one. We'll go. But anyway, the judge denied Diddy's request again this week and said no. You know, his ex that was on Tasha K that alleged that he pushed her down the stairs and kicked her in the stomach, and allegedly she was pregnant and all of that. She wrote letters to the judge and child that Stockholm syndrome to me. But anyway, Diddy's attorneys came out, or the news broke, that allegedly his attorneys, as well as personal allies, reached out to Trump to see if he would pardon Diddy. Trump has pardoned Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy, Lil Wayne. It's a couple of them. And when they say allies, I believe that it is folks from the entertainment industry that most likely has also, is pleading that boy's case to Trump. But I bet you Diddy regret this. Take a listen and a look at what he had to say that's causing Trump to say nah. He hasn't officially said no, but as of right now, it's a no. Take a look at what Diddy had to say. This is when Trump was running for president the second time. Or was it the first? The first. Take a listen to what he had to say.
This man is elected.
What's up, Valium?
We're not standing by no more getting killed. We're not scared of anybody standing up and standing by. We're on the verge of a race war. White men like Trump need to be banished. That way of thinking is real dangerous. Mm-hmm. When you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden. I can't say I love the pick either, but hey, we got to get him in office, and then we got to hold him accountable.
All right. Based off of what you guys heard, do you think that he stands a chance of getting pardoned by Donald Trump? I'm gonna play it one more time. And I hate calling him Donald Trump. That chump. And this is as loud as it goes, God. Let me try something else real quick. I am going to completely shut down this laptop once we're done. All right, this is as loud as the volume, so hopefully you guys can hear it. Take a listen one more time. One more again.
We're not standing by no more getting killed. We're not scared of anybody standing up and standing by. We're on the verge of a race war. White men like Trump need to be banished. That way of thinking is real dangerous. When you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden. I can't say I love the pick either, but hey, we got to get him in office, and then we got to hold him accountable.
All right. Diddy, I think you're going to be there because this person, Chump, in my opinion, that's holding the highest office, period, is running this country on emotions, hurt feelings, like a little kid to me. You know what I mean? And I think that he does not stand a chance at all. I was leaning towards it, but that seems to have died down a tad bit. Last week when the Epstein things was going around, that's still active, but I said, in order to get the heat off of him, I could see him doing something like this. So the headlines would be Diddy. But yeah, no, Diddy, you're done. And look, I'm just going to say this. Everything that Diddy said that I just played you guys, he was right. He was right. Everything that he said, I agree with him. But I'm not locked up, child, and looking for a pardon. Sis said, nope. We know the orange man holds grudges and he don't forgive folks who went against him, right? Linda Gamble said, no, he will be in there until his sentencing on October 17th. Brittany Janae said, y'all already, heck no, y'all already, that orange mayonnaise jar is sensitive. Y'all already know? Yes. Yeah, he petty too. But yeah, Diddy, damn. I know Diddy regrets saying that. And I know he's saying exactly what I just said to him. Damn. And that said, he might as well. He's pardoned other criminals. These people at the Capitol committed crimes. Officers were harmed. I agree with you. But I'll keep my eye out on that as well. Hey, Yazzie. All right, let's get to this last story, guys. The Cutie Crew and I, we discussed this on Patreon Saturday. And it is absolutely disgusting. But now we got some updates. So I'm going to play the video for the replay gang. If this disappears, then you guys know that YouTube made me remove this portion of this live. But to give you guys a backstory, there is a guy that is on Ready to Love. He came in as an ex of one of the cast, and he's still a cast, anybody that make an appearance. And you guys take a listen, and then we're going to read, because he tried to come out and say one thing, but the chick that he was talking about said another. And I'll let you guys listen first, then we're going to discuss. Shout out to Ready to Love 5 on Instagram. And this is allowed based off the Copyright Act. Take a look and a listen. I was appalled. We talked about this last Saturday. And I don't know. We may start watching this. Patroni Cuties. We may. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. So what happened between y'all two? All right. So long story longer. When we were younger, she had a little crush on me, right?
Pay attention. He said, when we were younger, she had a little crush on me. Let's continue.
Now, of course, she was a couple years younger than my younger sister, so there's no moves to be made at that time. Right. So I always kept my eye on her. You know what I'm saying?
He always kept his eye on her. Let's continue.
Saying, like, when the opportunity presented itself, once she became of age.
Once she became of age.
On that joint.
He hopped on that joint. Let's listen to what this other castmate had to say. That is, can I say it on YouTube, child? A predator, in my opinion. If I got to take that out, I will as well. Let's continue.
She had a crush on you, and she was little, but y'all 9 years apart. So she was 9, you was 18. So the math wasn't math for me. So tell me about yourself, man. Like, what you think?
What are your thoughts on that? Side eye, I see you. And yes, allegedly, Linda. I'm going to show you guys the responses, and I want you all's thoughts on this. And I've had a problem. I'm trying to give you a chance on, because I do like the new show. I do like Heart and Hustle. But my problem with OWN has always been they don't do what they should do when it comes to cases like this. When it comes to the Revenge P, Mr. Martell Holt still being able to be showcased on that platform. And this was taped. For that to make it to the public is kind of weird to me. And they do hold a responsibility, in my opinion. But there are other people that saying, look, you guys want reality, and wouldn't you want this to be publicized? So other women that's dating him, or potentials or whatever, wouldn't you want them to know this? And when you put it that way, I can see that. But again, this is all alleged. I don't know anything, but I'm going to read you guys what he had to say. And then I'm going to read to you what the ex-girlfriend, who was considerably younger, had to say. His name is Jules. Where is Ready to Love being filmed at this season? Anybody know? I know they film out of Texas a lot. Jules, this is just me. Nobody else. Had your kids, is what I'm saying to your ass. But he said, correction. I did not know her when she was 9 and I was 18. My words were incorrect and never meant to be harmful, negative, or predatory in nature. I tried to date her when she was 22 and she turned me down. Hope this clear things up. Now, it would have cleared things up had she not come out here and basically not say that. All right, so let me bring hers up because he's catching a lot of backlash, rightfully so, in my opinion. And according to, the girl, he's trying to blame her. You said what you said, you meant what you said, and you were looking at her, and you said when she became of age. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me read. This is a two-parter. She said, let me start by saying this will be my last time addressing this situation. I've read through all the comments and I want to clear a few things up. When Jay said I was 9 and Jules was 18, he was just throwing out a number to reference the 9-year age gap. As for Jules, I asked him to come on the show as a favor. I never begged, and I told him if I made him uncomfortable, he didn't have to do it. All I asked was for him to vet Jay, not spill his feelings on camera. Nobody told him to do that, but he did, and now he's mad at the reaction. Now he's out here trying to say producers edited the show to make me look good, which is laughable. Ain't nobody hating who I am. If you think I'm materialistic, blah, 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 cool. That's never been a secret, but stop acting like that's some dark character flaw. It's giving bitter. As for casting, I had no control over that. I waited just like everybody else, so let's stop acting like I sabotage anything. He's mad he didn't get picked. That's it. Now let's address the real reach, somebody said. So somebody told her, I knowingly brought a pred on the show. Let's be clear. Hold on. Let me stop sharing this and let me get this other one up. Hold on. I should have just uploaded these, but it's kind of hard to see. Let's be clear. I never once claimed to be a victim. I never said he was a pred or a ped. Watching the clip back, I understand how some of y'all feel that was based on what he said. I had no knowledge of that. So she's saying that she had no knowledge of him saying, I waited until she turned 18 and hopped on that comment until this date. That was never her experience. She said that she did have a crush on an older guy like most girls do. That's it. She never created this narrative. This was the narrative he created for himself. Yes, the show was edited, but that doesn't change the fact that he said what he said. So she's acknowledging that she did know of him when she was a minor. And he said out of his own mouth that he had been looking and scoping her out. Looking and scoping her out. And for that, I think he said exactly what it was. Because did you wait until she was 18 and pounced on it? But now in your comments, you're coming out and saying 22 just so you can have a year over 21. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. Side eye. I do too. I do too. And I think that, again, for him to put that 22 out there, what's after 21? 22. So if I could put it out here that I waited until she was 22, no, absolutely not. For me only. I don't know this guy. But I think in that moment he told his truth. And the truth is he watched that girl, in my opinion only, he watched that girl as a kid. And even with the other guy, for instance, saying 9 and 18, this is why I feel like OWN continues to be under fire as a network. This is why people are outraged. This is why over in comment sections on Instagram and Facebook, people are saying, yeah, we need to boycott this shit. Because why would they even show this? It's kind of a catch-22. Because again, I would like to see the faces of people that think like this. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the faces. I would like for younger women that's living near this guy that he may have approached, or any guy for that matter. We need to start shaming people more that think like this, that come out and are very comfortable talking like this and admitting their truth. You know what I'm saying? That's my point, side eye. He said it with pride. I waited until she was up of age and I jumped on that joint. That's crazy. That's crazy. Should no 18-year-old be watching and looking at no kid laying in wait for their time to strike? That's exactly how I feel. And it's disgusting. I saw the initial clip last week. So, like I said, when we watched Heart and Hustle on Saturday, we discussed this. And him coming out and commenting does not change my opinion at all. It's the way he said everything. It's the way he said everything. She was a couple years younger than my younger sister. Okay, well, how old was your younger sister at that age? You know what I mean? But that whole waiting until she was of age and pounced on her, or I jumped that joint, or whatever he said. Yes, sir. In my opinion, the people in the public got it right. All the backlash that you are receiving, they are right. And like she said in her statement, he said what he said. He said that. And like Side Eye said, very comfortable. Do you hear me? Very comfortable. Pumpkin said, lock her up. That is absolutely her character. Oh, okay. You still on all right, you still on that, Pumpkin. I thought you was talking about the girl on the show. Let's see. What else you guys got to say? All things possible say shaking my head. Simone said this is one of the reasons I do not support the Oprah Winfrey network. Well,
the connection is between you.
We have to make sure we're spreading the correct information. Although, hold on, the network is still OWN, which stood for the Oprah Winfrey Network. We know, Simone, that she sold 95%. I have to look it up. The network as a whole. So if we're going to talk about them, we've talked about this before when it comes to OWN. You know what I'm saying? And they are still, in my opinion, I'm trying not to talk about them folks on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but yeah, as far as I know, allegedly, there's still an ongoing case when it comes to Martell Holt. We know what he did. And Huntsville, Alabama, the authorities they knew that he broke the law. OWN did nothing. But it's also discovery and all of that's also involved in this. Let's see. I was looking up Oprah. Okay, so she owns a minority stake. So Discovery now holds 95%, and I guess that leaves Oprah with 5%, allegedly. I don't know. I don't have time to research it, but good point. Good point, Simone. Preying on his friend's child. Shameful. Then had the nerve to say that a single father raising his children. Shameful. Who you talking about, Lisa Love? Or was that something I missed? Preying on his friend's child. You gotta let me know, sis, because I'm lost with that. And Debbie say OWN needs to be boycotted. Hey, Vivian, you said he is going to pardon him. All right, let me go down to the bottom because a lot of you guys are still at different. Oh, I think Lisa Love may have been talking about Jason Lee. Let me go down here. Hey, Mixie. Yeah, my StreamYard still says 0. So, yeah, Simone, some of the comments, sis, especially mentioning Oprah, save it for members only, okay? If you don't mind. I see the other one. If you don't mind, just do that for me. Oh, so what do you mean you said you were talking about him, Lisa? Okay, maybe I didn't see, and I can admit, Philly Girl for Life saying that I didn't miss anything if I were to start watching now, but maybe there was more because I didn't realize that that was one of his friends' kids, allegedly. I don't know. Side said, I had a similar experience with the hall monitor in high school. These men are icky and gross. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Look, I told the Cutie crew I would never forget. My sister and I, we were on the bus coming back from somewhere, and I was about 12, 13-ish, but had the shape of a grown woman, small waist behind and all of that. And I would never forget this man on the bus trying to holler at me, and my big sister went off. So, unfortunately, side eye, a lot of these men, they could be like Jules, in my opinion, and don't care and just wait and jump on her, like he said, jump that joint. Or, they can do exactly what a lot of us, I think, have experienced, unfortunately. And they're inappropriate. They could care less. They could care less about the age. So, what are you all's thoughts? Do you think that should have been aired, or did I say should have been aired or should not? Do you think that should not have been aired, or do you think that we need the reality? And look, his face is plastered everywhere now. We were talking Saturday, and a couple of us said, I bet you he got a young girlfriend right now today. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. And yeah, prayers going up. I'm not going to talk personally, but I would just say that a family member of mine, close family member, has something happen. I may have discussed this with the Cutie crew before. Happened to her in high school. And yeah, old boy is lucky because yeah. How could I say this nicely? He almost ended up stanking on the side of somebody's highway. If you get my drift, that's a Cutie crew type of conversation. Definitely a Patreon conversation. But yeah, we need to see this. Let's see what you guys say. Do we need to see this, or do you fault OWN and this should never ever have come out? And look, there's a lot of things of watching a couple of these newer reality TV shows on OWN or any other network, but especially with a lot of us following the story of Melody Cherie when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville and the things that she went through. I'm talking about the crazy ass brother-in-law of the Scott's brother that they ended up allowing on the show. I hear Carlos got a lot to say. who was that trying? I ain't gonna put your name, but you in the chat told me something on Instagram today. I hear a couple of them got a lot to say. No, was that me and on the phone? Child, anyway, I hear it's a lot being said now when it comes to Mel, but those of us that followed her story, particularly, remember, we don't forget a damn thing. And like I mentioned, when they allowed Marcel and Maurice's brother to come on that damn show, and at the same damn time, we were watching this guy on Instagram harass her and Miss Van, and posting pictures where he blew up, and all you could see, like for instance, if Mel had on a low-cut dress or something, he would zoom in, and they allowed him to come on that show. Again, they've continued to allow Martell to remain on the show. When it comes to this, I get the outrage, but I don't know. We'll talk about it tonight, because I am a fan of notifying the public of these P and those. You know what I'm saying? Can't say much. Oh, they getting comfortable now talking trash. I'm trying to sit in my retirement as a millimeter, but they asking for it. Yeah, with me, like not even tuning in to anything. Look, I spoke with a couple people. And I'll say Aunt Debbie was just telling me something, I guess, about Kimmy this morning. And I need to find that video. Child, not Miss Rollover, Suffer and Barrett got a lot to say. Suffer through it. You know what I mean? And then Carlos, you know, he has tried to skate by on a whole lot of things that he never, ever discussed. Mainly what we're talking about right now when it comes to Martell Holt. So I'm not surprised, and I told Aunt Debbie that. You know, because what else they gonna do? What else they gonna do? You know, Aunt Debbie let me know that the ratings and everything is down. You know, yeah. It's not like I haven't unsubscribed from anybody that may be covering Love in Mary Huntsville, but it's not recommended on my YouTube timeline. Yeah, no. You know, we almost watched it over there on Patreon. We all almost watched it. And look, Mel said God told her to go, and God told me no. Because, baby, at the first thought, a couple days before that show was scheduled to air, people were in an uproar. Do you hear me? Saying who was real supporters or not, real millimeters or not, real this, real that. It was like, oh, child, the peace that I've gained over these past couple months, yeah, no, you know. Okay, side-eyed. Okay, Gia, both of you guys are Cutie Crew members. Y'all, okay, we'll talk about it tonight in members only. We'll talk about it, child. Not Miss Rollover, Suffer and Barrett. Not Miss Rollover and Suffer and Barrett while you were going through treatment for the big C. And your husband said, yeah, you not giving it to me is really on the same lines of what you going through. Not Miss Rollover and Suffer got a lot to say, child. And yeah, I did see that clip on Instagram of Jalen. Poor Jalen. But Jalen, look, they got you back for a storyline. You've been feeling this way about Maurice. And your mama already chose Maurice over you when he wanted to be more involved when she was about to go through chemo and all of that. She said, no, he got it. Poor little son wanted to be there and support your mama. So I wouldn't be trying to get a relationship at all. How y'all got me talking about this shit? How we get here? Look, Simone, and yes, you definitely have that right, sis. You know, for me, I'll just name one content that I really, really like, and that's Millichan. Millichan is still doing her Love and Mary Huntsville content. So it's no need for me to unsubscribe to her. You know, I just feel like it, you know, I let folks do them. It's gone crazy. And side-eye, that's why I said absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, Brittany Janae, tell me tonight. I see y'all been itching to talk about this. Look at this cutie crew. Y'all been itching. No, she didn't, Linda Gamble. She even had to steal that, huh? She had to steal that as well. She told Mel, be blessed on your journey. Isn't that one of Mel saying, God bless you on your journey? She couldn't even come up with something new. Okay, so Millie only watched the first 2 episodes. Okay, she out of there, huh? I don't blame her. I don't blame a child. Like I said, at one point, we were not watching at all on Patreon, and then we was like, well, do we want to watch and just roast and gag their ass? And because in order to do that, and I gotta go, in order to do that, you have to internalize all the BS. You know what I mean? You gotta talk about it. What's the morning hustle? Where could I find it? Let me know, Linda, so I could go, child. I gotta get out of here. I do want to say shout out to the Cutie crew. We'll be meeting up in a couple hours. Cutie crew, can y'all come to Vegas every month? I would love it, because this determination that I have and these pounds that I'm dropping, child. Let me knock on wood. Don't stop now. Don't stop. It's because of you guys that I'm suffering through it. Okay. What is, Linda Gamble, the morning hustle? Look at the Cutie crew. Y'all been busting at the seams, child. Join me tonight. Let me put that link in here. Anybody want to join us? Look, I'll let you guys get off what you need to get off. We can definitely do that. But as far as us watching on Patreon, yeah, no, we're not doing that. But we are watching Heart and Hustle. The link for the Cutie Crew membership is in the live. If you want to join me on Patreon, we may start watching Ready for Love if I could get it in my schedule. But we are watching Heart and Hustle. I cannot wait until Saturday, and I can't wait to find out what Elena's husband really did. Okay, I want to know. Because I think it's something fresh. Yes, Simone, I'm sticking to it, child. Now I'm working out as soon as I get off, but I'll still be ready for the Cutie Crew. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, Linda, but I'll write it down and see if it's somebody that I F with, and I'll watch. But Kimmy, go ahead on somewhere, child. Get on up out of here. Oh, child. I'll save it for tonight. I was about to say something. Okay, the radio show. Thank you. Because I was about to say now, I ain't following a lot of other folks. Okay, watch it Side Eye before Saturday. Watch episode 1. You only miss 1 episode. And it's good. It's good. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for informing me. I'm going to watch it right now. I promise you I am. But to the Cutie crew, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Shout out to, it was a little over 300 plus. If you guys did not, or if I did not get a chance to read your comments, and it's something that you wanted me to read, drop down in the comment section of this live. I'll update this. Jason Lee, we got our eye out on you, child. 6 months into the job, and you already accused, allegedly, of stealing phones. And then let me know if you feel like OWN should have showed us that, or no, that should have never aired. Drop that down in the comment section on the video, not in this live. Shout out to the replay again, Yang. And again, guys, make sure you subscribe. Click that notification bell again, because I even noticed that it's off on a couple people that I follow. And share the video with your friends, okay? I gotta go, but I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat.